Hi, PAC kids, preschool and kindergarten families. It's so good that you're watching with us today. I've got a Bible story for you. Did you know that in the Bible there are many stories about kings, good kings and bad kings? But today's story is about a good king named Hezekiah. Let's listen. One day, King Hezekiah was feeling very ill. He lay in bed wondering whether he would ever get well again. He had a very nasty boil full of infection. People came to wish him well and show their sympathy. "Get well soon," they said. "Sorry to hear about your illness." Then Isaiah, a prophet of the one true God, came to visit King Hezekiah. When Isaiah walked in, the king brightened up. "Perhaps the prophet has some good news for me," he thought. But Isaiah had some very bad news for the king. "It's time to get things in order," he said. "You are going to die." The king was devastated by this news. He turned his face to the wall and started to pray very sadly to the Lord he loved and trusted. "I've tried to be a good king," he wept. "I've tried to obey you. Please don't let me die." As the king lay crying on his bed, Isaiah was walking out of the palace, when suddenly the Lord called out to him, "Go back to the king. I have heard the king's prayers and I have seen his tears. In 3 days' time, I will make him better." Isaiah went back to the king and told him what God had said. He was delighted. "You have another 15 years to live," said Isaiah. But then Hezekiah became full of doubts. "Can the Lord give me a sign to show me he really will do what he says?" "Yes," said Isaiah. "God will make the shadow on your sundial move 10 degrees. Which direction would you like the shadow to move? Forwards or backwards?" "Well," the king pondered, "it's easier for the shadow to go forwards, as that is the direction it moves anyway. So I want it to go backwards." The king sent servants to watch the sundial. To their amazement, they saw the shadow move backwards around the edge by 10 degrees. When the king heard what had happened, he lay back with a sigh of relief. If God could make time go backwards, then he was sure God would heal him by adding 15 years to his life. Isaiah ordered that some figs be mashed up and placed on the king's boil to help it heal. And sure enough, 3 days later, Hezekiah was out of bed and feeling great. King Hezekiah's story helps us to appreciate that every day we live is a gift from God. Hezekiah went into the temple to sing songs of thanks and praise to God. The end. Was that a great story? Do you know, boys and girls, what can you thank God for today? Can you thank God for your family? Can you thank God for your cozy bed and your food for your dinner? Maybe you can thank God for your doggie. The Lord loves to bless us with good things, and in today's story, he blessed Hezekiah with health. Do you know, boys and girls, you can say thank you to God for all those many blessings that he gives us every day. You can say thank you to God and make sure that you tell him you love him very much. All right, have a great day, you guys. See you next time. Bye.